What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? I am Chef KG, and you are chilling in my newly remodeled kitchen, aka the G Spot, and you are watching another episode of Grilling with Glover Live. So if you're out there, do me a favor and announce yourself in the chat so I know that you're there. Tell me where you're watching from, and just tell me how you're feeling tonight. All right? We're going to go on a nice, crazy, fun ride today. We're going to be cooking up an American classic, chicken pot pies. So let's take a look. Right now, we are going to make some delicious homemade chicken pot pie. And I could not be more excited. I have fond memories of chicken pot pie because my mom used to always go to the store. This is years and years and years ago when I was a young boy. And she used to get those little pot pies. I think you can get them for like 89 cents, $1, something like that. And we would always eat the pot pies, and they were stinking delicious. So a few weeks ago, I went to the grocery store, and we picked up a pot pie. It just looked too good. And it was to a whole different level. So I didn't even know that a pot pie could be so delicious. So we are going to cook up a homemade pot pie. We're going to take some shortcuts, and I'm going to walk you through all of that in just a little bit. Allison Ligori. What's up, Allison? I know you're cooking along with me, so we'll get into it in a second, Allison. John Ligori. What's up, my dog? I don't know, legs. Barbara Joe Perry. Good to see you, Barb. I hope you're doing well. Congratulations, I believe you just had a promotion. VP, that's what's up. Okay, back to the chicken pot pies. So, the first thing that we are going to do is in your Instapot. Let's go over here. In your Instapot, what I did was I cooked up a few different chicken breasts, right? A few different chicken breasts with some seasoned water. It's very good. I seasoned it with my boy, Mitch. He has a seasoning. Mitch is Mo better. So, season up the chicken, cooked it, pressure cooked it in my Instapot. Regular chicken breasts, about, 8, 9, 10 cups of water, and let that thing cook for about 30, 40 minutes. So, Allison, I hope that you cooked it already and your chicken is ready to go. If not, put it in a pot, put it with some water, and get that thing started. Okay. Yo, Alicia Jackson, shout out. Susan Jaworski from Buffalo. What's up, Susan? My boy Sight, my dog. Love you, baby. All right, now check it out. Let's just talk about some of the things that we are going to be working with today. So we are going to be, I diced up some onions, some peppers, no peppers, I'm sorry. Onions, carrots, and peas. I bought some frozen peas. Diced them up, put them into a bowl. The next thing that I did was I chopped up a bunch of potatoes. Lightly diced, thinly diced potatoes. Okay? You're also going to need an egg, right? And now here's the part. So let's go here real quick. Let's just go right here. Okay. Now here's the part. I'm a chef, and I'm supposed to make everything by hand, right? But what I'm doing here is I'm taking a shortcut so I can show you guys how to make a delicious homemade pot pie without having to make the crust on your own. But we're going to crust the whole thing, top and bottom. I can't stand it when you get a pot pie and it's just the top is crust. No, you got to have the whole thing crusted. So, the way that we can cheat just a little bit, Barb Perry, taking a page from my book, you're taking a good page, Barb, is you can buy a pre-made pie crust. So I got pre-made pie crusts, and I'm going to take the pie crust, and we are going to put the pie crust in the oven first. What that's going to do is that's going to bake the bottom of the pie crust, so when you put your wet ingredients in there, you don't have a soggy pot pie. So we're going to slide the pie crust into the oven, and we're going to let that bake up a little bit. Oven should be around 300, 350. All right? So we're going to throw that in there just a little bit. Okay, Allie, you're all set? Very good. So we have our chicken, we have our broth, we have our pie crust, but we are also going to need, when we go into our refrigerator, we are also going to need some puff pastry. So this is a puff pastry that I have. It's a fold out, ready to eat puff pastry. All right? So we can set that puff pastry aside, but just understand that we are going to be using this in just a little bit. So we'll set that aside. Okay, so that's the ingredients list. So the next thing that we are going to do, we have our hot grill. Can y'all see the hot grill? Let's go. There we go. We have our hot grill. So we are going to take our vegetables. You know what? On a hot grill, we're going to lay down a little bit of cooking oil, and we're going to take our vegetables, and we're going to put our vegetables down. All right? Vegetables go on one side. Can you guys hear that sizzle? One of my favorite sounds in the world. Hope everybody's doing really good out there, having as good of a day as I am. My boys are excited. They are going to tear this food up. Okay, so on one side, we put our vegetables. I already told you what's in the vegetables. On the other side, we are immediately going to throw down our potatoes because we want our potatoes to get nice and soft. So I'm going to strain these out. One tip with potatoes is if you put them in water, that will help them keep a little bit better. And it'll get rid of the starch. So it'll help them to cook up. All right? So, our potatoes down on the grill. I'm not really going to season it up because the seasonings that I'm going to put in the broth for my pot pie is going to take care of that. But what I am going to do in a little bit, we're going to put some water on top of those to help them cook along a little bit. So, we have our peas, our onions, our carrots, and we just want those to start cooking down and to get a little bit translucent because we're going to combine that into our crust. Let me turn it up a little bit. We want these things to get cooked up a little bit. A little bit of water in there to help them steam up some. All right. Miss Perry, I love that sizzle. The sizzle is the best, is it not? So the next thing that you are going to do here, let all of your stuff cook up. Allison, are you hanging with me, girl? I'm moving at light speed today. Make sure you pour water over those potatoes. That will help them to cook faster. We just want them to get nice and soft for the filling of that of your pot pie. Okay? So let's go back over here really quick. Barbie Ramirez, my favorite student. She joins every time. Barbie, it's good to see you. I miss you, and I love you, baby girl. I hope you're doing well. One of my favorite students here. That girl is going to change the world. Okay, so what we are going to do right now is we're going to start working on the um, the filling, the gravy for the chicken pot pie. All right. So we are going to take the gravy from the chicken that we pressure cooked. We pressure cook that in some water, and the water is marinated up, and it's flavored, and it's really, really, really delicious. Cinnamon surprise! And my boy, my mentor, Kyrie. What's up, Kyrie? Kyrie, what's 342 times 89? We'll save that for another day. So Kyrie is a mentor of mine. I love him to death. It's very good to see Kyrie watching right now. We got some of the students watching today, Kyrie. So now, what we are going to do is we are going to take, I'm going to put it in my Vitamix blender. If you don't have a blender, you can put it into a pot. You can put it into a food processor. You're just fine. So we're going to take some of the juices from the chicken that we cooked, and we're going to put it into the blender. All right? So just bear with me. I'm just taking the juices from that Instapot, the pressure cooker that I have. And we're going to put it right into the blender. Okay? Very good. One more. One more. All right. There we go. And I bet you Kyrie probably answered the question because he can do math off the top of his head like it's nothing. So let's go back here. Let's pay some quick attention to our veggies. All right? Our potatoes, they're getting nice and soft. Beautiful. I don't want those to cook up anymore, so we're going to put a little bit more water down on them. Hear the sizzle? Sizzle, sizzle. And our peas, our carrots, our onions, they're getting a little bit brown on there and translucent, so they're looking great. Okay. So we're going to kind of leave our veggies alone. We're going to work that out in just 1 second. Okay. So let's go back over here. So we're going to go back over and we are going to Z. What's up, Z Davis? My baller? Very good. Z is another student of mine. Great basketball player. Overall, really good dude. So for our gravy, we are going to take some cornstarch. So just a couple of teaspoons of cornstarch into some cold water. I'm going to take 3 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons of cornstarch into the cold water and just mix it up. So what we are using this for is this is going to help to thicken up our sauce. We're going to pour that into the blender in just 1 minute. So Allison, also take about a half a stick of butter. Throw that into your gravy. About a half a stick of butter. And now we are going to take some heavy cream. Excuse me for 1 moment here. We're going to take some heavy cream, and we're going to put the heavy cream into our chicken stock. That's really chicken stock, what I have there. So we got our heavy cream, and we have our cornstarch, which is going to thicken this puppy up. We're going to pour the cornstarch in. You are also going to season. You better season your gravy. Season your gravy. So a little bit of seasoned salt in there, a little bit of special spices my boy Mitch gave me. I'm so happy that Mitch gave me his spices. I use it every day. So now we're going to take that and we are going to blend all of that up. And what that is going to do is that's going to give us a really good base for the gravy that's going into the pot pie. I hope you guys can hear me over that blender. It's craziness. All right? All right. So give it a taste. Make sure that you're happy and satisfied with it. Let's see. A little bit watered down. Tastes delicious. Tastes very good. That gravy is going to be excellent. Okay. So I'm going to throw another tablespoon of cornstarch in there because I need it to be thickened up. And we're going to turn that back on without a lid. Dangerous, very dangerous to do. There we go. We made it. Safe and sound. Okay. So, what we are going to do now is pay a little bit of attention to our veggies. Veggies are cooked up. You can combine your veggies now. Let's go to the grill. You can combine your veggies. This along with the chicken, is going to go into your pot pie. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys can see how good that looks, because it looks great. Smash! Smash! Oh, thank you, Barb. I'm glad that the blender wasn't too loud. It's probably these earpods that I got on. Good. Thank you, Barb. Now, we're going to go back over. So let's go back over here. So what we are going to do now is we are going to take the chicken from the Instapot, right? A couple pieces of chicken in. So lay your chicken down on your cutting board and grab a sharp knife. Well, let's see here. Make sure. Grab a sharp knife. And we're going to cut our chicken. All right? Can you guys see that there? We're just going to cube up the chicken. Now, if your chicken falls apart and it's more shredded than cubed, that's not a problem. Okay? So let's go here. So if your chicken is falling apart and it's shredded and not cubed, let's see what Kyrie's saying. My oldest over here asking for cooking lessons. Listen, you tell your oldest to come on over to my house on a Sunday, and you bring your whole family here, and we'll all cook together, Kyrie. That goes for anybody watching my show in the local area. George! What's up, George? Listen, I'm going to call you later, George, and I still want to have you over. George is another good friend of mine that connected me with this mountain biking group, and we fed them some delicious food. And George loves my Chipotle sauce. George, I actually did a video last week, and I showed everyone how to make my Chipotle sauce. I'm going to be taking it down, George, because I don't want everybody to get my secret. So if you want to know how to do it, go to last week's show and see how I made the Chipotle sauce on last week's show. All right? Oh, that's not you, Siri. Shut down. Okay. Can you guys still hear me? Because that little person that likes to be helping you out, Siri, can't say her name because she'll jump into your business. She just jumped into my ear. So I want to make sure you guys can still hear. I'm glad we didn't lose the connection. All right. So all I'm doing right now is I'm taking the chicken that I pressure cooked in my pressure cooker, and I'm dicing it up, right? So I hope you guys can see this. Just dicing up the chicken into small chunks. And the chicken is oh so tender. Very good. This is going to go great in our pot pie. Diced up chicken into small pieces. You can make them smaller or bigger, however you want to. And now listen, Kyrie said his daughter wanted some cooking lessons. And I'm serious when I say that if you want to come over to my house, anybody, and you want to cook with me, I would love to cook with you. I would love to have you on my show, and I would love to cook with you. Let's go. Okay, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. Netta Cunningham. Yes, your birthday cake is next, Netta. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Let's go. Okay, so we have our veggies. Delicious veggies. We have our chicken. Now, we are going to take out our pie. And it should not be cooked too much. Maybe just a little bit. All right? So we have our pie. And I'm going to put that hot pie down on my hot grill. So, what I am going to do right now, let's go back over here. Alicia Jackson, you got to come over and cook with me one day. Got to come. All right? Now, just a quick reminder, if you tuned in late, drop your favorite emoji and share this video and just tell me where you're watching from. Even if you're watching this after the fact, show me some love, baby. All right? So now, we have our pie crust, and we are going to fill our pie crust. So let's take some of the potatoes and some of the peppers and onions. Let's give you guys, let's go here. All right? Some potatoes, some peppers, onions, not peppers, peas. I keep saying peppers. Peas and onions. All right? Those go into your pot pie. Now you are going to take some of your chicken that you cut up, and the chicken is going to go into the pot pie. You guys, this looks delicious. It looks so good, and I am super excited. Put the chicken in. Make sure as much as you want to put in, as much or as little as you want to put in. Delicious. Okay, so then I'm going to top it again with just a little bit more veggies. Top it again with a little bit more veggies. I hope you guys can hear me because that lady that assists my phone again, she's talking in my ear, so I hope you guys can hear me. Okay, very good. So now you can take your gravy, and we are going to put beef Wellington. Alicia, I know I gotta make that beef Wellington. We're going to put the gravy into the mix. Just pour the gravy over your mix. It looks like the gravy should be a little bit thicker than what it is, but when this cooks up, my thoughts are it is going to thicken up and it is going to be delicious. All right? So now your gravy is on top and mixed very well within your hot pot. Okay? So the next thing that we are going to do, remember, we talked about that puff pastry. Well, wait a minute. Let's do this first. Let's take you guys over here. Okay, so now, crack an egg. All right, your egg is cracked. And now, scramble up that egg. Scramble up that egg. I know I'm going fast, Allison. I hope you're hanging with me. So now we have an egg that is scrambled up. We are going to take that egg and we are going to go right back over here and we are going to egg wash the rim, the outside of that pie crust. We're going to egg wash the outside of the pie crust. All right? And this is just going to make sure that our puff pastry adheres to the outside of your puff pastry is going to adhere to the outside of your on the outside of your pie. So now we are going to take our puff pastry and we are going to lay the puff pastry over your entire pot pie. All right? So this is going to give us the outside crust. Now we're going to take some scissors. Yes, you can definitely add some butter cinnamon. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now we're going to take some scissors. We're going to cut around, cut off your excess. Don't burn yourself. We're going to take some scissors. We're going to cut the excess. Now, what you can do is you can just fold over. You got to kind of pinch and fold, pinch and fold, pinch and fold, all the way around. It doesn't have to be neat. It does not have to be perfect. You're just going to pinch and you're going to fold your puff pastry and work your way around your pie. And all we're doing here is we're just trying to make sure that the pie, the puff pastry, adheres to your pie crust. All right? Doesn't have to be pretty. Just kind of fold it over and pinch your way around. Pinch your way around. Pinch your way around. Almost done. Here we go. And it's a twisting. It's like a twisting motion, Allison. You kind of just twist it and push it down. And again, it does not have to look pretty. When it comes out, you're going to see how it looks. And you're going to be happy with it. So now we pinched down our whole pie. We are going to take our egg mix. Kareen, what's up? Jeremy Simpson, what's up, Jeremy? And we are going to be tough. Oh, Jeremy, thank you. You said knife. The scissors were on the grill. Good luck, Jeremy. Thank you. Now we are going to take our egg wash, and you're just going to brush the egg wash over your pie. Try to get everything covered with the egg wash. It's going to give this a nice golden crust. You are going to love it. So we have our egg wash over. Jeremy Simpson never misses a beat. That man is a genius and a damn good guy. Shout out to the Simpson family. Okay, so we have our egg wash. The last step, the final step, is you are going to take a knife and you are going to cut into your puff pastry. I'm making one cut down the middle. I'm making a smaller cut next to it. And I'm making another small cut next to that. Okay? Now you're going to turn your oven up. Your oven up is going to be baked at about 400. So you're going to cook this at 400. You're going to cook this. Yo, Cassandra George, Cassandra just bought one of these awesome griddles for her countertop, her stove. I know you love it, Cassandra. You got to put in the chat, let the people that are watching know, how do you like your griddle? And if you want to know, if you're watching and you want to know how to get an awesome griddle like this, inbox me. I'll give you the information. And I'll give you a couple warnings about it as well. But overall, it's awesome, awesome to have this griddle. All right. So now we're going to take our pot pie, all stuffed up, all filled up, and we are going to put that bad boy into the oven. Now watch this magic of modern television. We put the pot pie into the oven, and we go into the oven, and what do we have here? Yes, you see it. It is delicious. I gotta give you a closer view. Take a look at your finished product. This is how your pot pie is going to come out. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see? Listen, look at how delicious your finished product is. Your pot pie is going to look like this when you take it out. And we're going to cut into it, but we're going to eat that bad boy right now. So, let's just do a quick recap. You are chilling with your boy, Chef KG, in my newly remodeled kitchen. Now, wait a minute. I always gotta give a shout out to my contractor who made this awesome kitchen. He gave me a hood vent, a waterfall, center island, space galore. So happy. Abruzzi Design and Studio. And my girl that I talked to at Abruzzi Design was Jill Banks. Here's Jill's number. If you are in the local area and you are looking to remodel, you have to call these guys up. There's no question about it. All right? So another thing, check out my videos on YouTube, Glover's Grill. Check me out as well on Facebook. Glover's Grill. I am also on Instagram. We made a delicious pot pie, chicken pot pie, that is, and I am super excited. Now let's see, Allison Ligori, how long should, oh, pot pie in the oven at 400 degrees, 30 minutes. 30 minutes at 400 degrees, all right? 30 minutes at 400 degrees. So, this is your boy, Chef KG. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. I love you. Now, one thing that I want you to do is go to my Facebook page, Glover's Grill, and like the group KG's poll, right? It's called a poll. And what I do is every week I give you 4 options. You guys choose what I cook on Sunday. And then whatever you guys choose, you log in on Sunday at 6:30. You're going to see me cooking it up live. All right? It's your boy. Has anybody else got anything to say in the chat? I hope everybody's doing good. Hey, if you want to come over, you want to cook, you want to eat, you want to drink, come on over anytime. Your boy, Chef KG. My company is Glover's Grill. My show is called Grilling with Glover Live. My kitchen is called the G Spot. Baby, baby. Yo, have a great Sunday. Have a great week. Many blessings to all of you. I'm going to post pictures of this delicious pot pie. We're going to open it up. I'm going to tell you how it tastes. Until then, have an awesome day. Deuces.